So let's cover the three legs of the stool for Scrum. Scrum really is based on transparency, inspection, and adaptation. So transparency means that we need to have visibility on everything that's going on. That's why we have the planning meeting, which provides visibility for the team, what they're going to get done in this sprint. That's why we have the daily Scrum, which provides visibility for tasks in terms of what's really happening with the task and visibilities into impediments. That's why we have to have a final review to actually show and provide visibility with accomplishments, with results, with progress. And of course, the retrospective is really the part that helps us with the inspection and the adaptation. So the concept behind Scrum is that if we can have transparency into the process and we can have visual information radiators that really display what the progress is, where are we stuck, who's working on what, and allow teams to really see the whole, instead of just me looking at my own tasks and what I need to get done, by having this transparency and a lot of what we call visual information radiators, the team is looking at the whole picture to understand, you know what, maybe I'm doing okay, but John over there, the developer, seems like he's behind, maybe I can jump in and help them. That gives us a more holistic solution to anything that we're accomplishing. The inspection and the adaptation leg is really the heart of it, which is that no sprint will be perfect, that every sprint will have to improve on the sprint before from all the practices, and that's where the retrospective comes in. Of course, if you are doing this the right way, every day you should also be inspecting and adapting and improving the process. There are also 5 values that Scrum believes in. The first value is commitment. Commitment means that it's going to be hard for you to get anything done if you don't have anyone committed to it. So the team members commit themselves to the work that they want to get done, as opposed to being told, well, here's the task and here's when I want you to get it done by. They say, you know what, here's what I think I need to do, and here's when I commit to getting it done. So the team self-commits to the work that needs to be accomplished. The next Scrum value is focus. So The Power of Focus, right? That was an awesome book. Focus means that you have to have the right team members, a core team actually focused on the sprint on delivering value. If everyone on your team is allocated 10%, 15%, 25%, and they're focused on 5, 6 different things all at the same time, multitasking, you're not going to get anything done. That's just a normal best practice, a common sense best practice. So what we do is we ask that you allow the team, once we start our sprint, to focus on getting the items in that sprint actually done. If the product owner wants to change their mind on the backlog, they are free to do so. You can remove items, take items up, down, move them in the priority, but allow the team to get the work done that they need to get done within this sprint with some focused energy. The next value from Scrum is openness. And openness means that we are going to provide visibility and be open about everything that's happening. If we're struggling with something, be open about the priorities, be open about our tasks and what we're working on, be open about our accomplishments. Did we get something done? Did we not get something done? Now, of course, everyone interprets these values differently, but openness can also be honesty, right? It could be being open about our feeling that maybe we're not going to accomplish our goal for this iteration. And that really goes into the next value statement, which is courage. So the value of Scrum of courage means that you have the courage to speak up when you know things are not going well, when you know that this project's really not going to make it, when you know that this impediment is really causing major issues. So courage means that we are able to speak openly and honestly within the team, and we're not afraid of my boss or my manager or the executive's going to get mad. I'm actually going to be honest and say the truth about where we are on the project and what is it going to take to really have us succeed. The final value within Scrum is respect. Respect means that we will respect individuals, we will respect each other. And how do you show respect? You show respect by allowing people to commit, for example, and respecting that they committed themselves to their work and not telling them what to do, right? That they are adults, that they are able. Respecting people by not forcing them to work 80 hours per week, for example, by giving them that sustainable pace, right? Where they can actually have a good work-life balance. Respect really can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It just means that we are going to respect the process enough and the people within the process so we can actually deliver value. So I'd like you to try to do this workshop here. We went through a lot of different terms, and in this workshop, I want you to jot down what you think your understanding is so far of the most popular Scrum terms, such as the daily Scrum, the sprint, the product backlog, sprint backlog. What does velocity mean? Who's the product owner again? Who is the Scrum Master? What is an impediment? What is the retrospective? What do the burn down charts do for us? Take a second and work with your manual and start to jot down some notes around the definitions of these Scrum terms.